We're here at the Mattamy National Cycling Centre. It's the Ontario Track Provincials, but it's also going to be in about an hour a national record attempt for the hour by Ed Veal. And the current holder of that record, who's sitting in front of me right now, is Mike Nash, races with Ride with Rendell. He's here to race this weekend for the provincial championships. His record is, which he set in Manchester in 2011, is 45.959 kilometers. So that's the record that Ed Veal is going to be going for. So Mike, for some people it's a bit of a surprise when your name came up as holding the record, because although we reported on it and other people reported on it, in Cycling Canada records it actually shows an earlier record. So first of all, I mean, tell me about when you heard that Ed was going to go for your record. What were your thoughts?
Well, I was really happy actually to see that someone was going to try and raise the bar, honestly, because when I had first gone for the record, I was actually just shooting for the 40 to 44 Masters category record, not really thinking about the Canadian record actually. So I guess I don't follow social media too much, but there was some back and forth when Ed had, sent something out about another hour record holder, and some of my friends, I guess, saw that and said, well, actually, I think Mike is, and I didn't really get involved there. I just gave Ed a call and said, hey, Ed, I'm super happy that, you're going to put the Canadian record, where it should be. Really, I think that it's been left dormant for a long time, and I'm really happy to see a renewed interest in the hour record. It gives everyone something to shoot for, regardless of, I'll say, their age, like there's different categories and people can go for it. And it's nice to see that the Canadian record is going to be taken to a new level. I'm quite confident Ed's going to do that. So
now, I mean, Ed and I talked, and he's done some 30-minute efforts, but he hasn't done a full hour. You've done a full hour. What was it like?
Well, I actually did the hour twice within about 3 days. The first time was actually worse than the second time. The first time I was under geared. I didn't really have a lot of chance to practice on a track as fast as Manchester. Even though Bromont is a nice track, it's not as fast as Manchester because it's outside. So I was under geared, and right away I was in trouble, like 15 minutes in, and I actually missed the hour, the world distance, by I think 30 meters. It was, and so I was pretty pissed off, but I was convinced that I could at least, obtain that record with proper gearing, and I convinced the nice people in Manchester to let me rent the facility again and pay for all the judges and all that. And a couple days later, I did it. What it was like, it felt really good for about 45 minutes, and then it felt really terrible. Regardless of your ability to go super fast, if you're going to your limit, it's hard, because if you're a bike racer who's doing 40K, when you're done at 40K, if you're really pretty good, you're going to be like, let's say 50-something minutes. But, you're pretty well done after that. But then you have to face another 8 minutes of being on your limit. And it's very long. And you actually haven't accomplished anything typically until the last minute or so. I mean, in Ed's case, hopefully today he'll have lots of spare time. But for most riders, you're actually not even, you've just ridden 59 minutes very hard, and you really aren't near the record until, the last few seconds. So it's a lot of pain to get to that, last 30, 40 seconds of a ride. So it's hard, but I thought it was something really fun to do. And like I said, I'm really happy to see Ed coming to put more attention to it at this beautiful new facility here that's nice and close to my house, not going to Manchester anymore.
So does this make you think about possibly going after the record again yourself in the future?
It does. I mean, yeah, I would say it does. But I'm actually more interested in seeing maybe some other of the Canadian professionals raise the bar even higher. We've got some You know, a favorite of mine's Swain Tuft, you know, who I've seen on the track previously. I think it would be really cool to see him come and take a crack at that as well, and, you know, continue to drive interest in track cycling here in Canada. So for me, I think my sights would probably be a little bit lower, thinking maybe about another Masters age category record, or just keep on doing some of the other events. So I don't know. It takes a lot of focus and commitment to be riding at that 48 or 49 kilometers an hour rate that, you know, I expect Ed to at least achieve today. So we'll see. It's certainly going to raise the bar.
Well, thank you very much, and good luck with your racing this weekend.
Thanks very much, and good luck to Ed today.